Ni hao, this is Raghav on my next video on Python. Sorry for the long gap since my last video, I guess around 6 months. I just got occupied with some stuffs, but here I am back. Last video we saw on one of the greatest weapons of Python, according to me, which is the int function. And in this video we shall see another equivalent, which is the float function. Just like the int function, we have the float that can convert anything passed to it into a float value. For example, let's go to idle. Here's my idle. Let's start playing with float. So what if I pass in a string to my float function? It converts to a float value. What if I convert a string containing a float itself? What if I convert a negative number inside a float? What if I convert an octal? So this is an octal inside a string which is converted to a float. I mean, it's trying to be converted to a float, but it won't convert because it doesn't understand what's inside the string. So to make this valid, we need to put we need to make the hexadecimal string into an integer first, and for that we saw this in the last video that it's converted to an integer directly, and after it's converted to an integer we convert to a float. We get the value. So if I have the number directly, I can pass in the float, I can pass in the hexadecimal to the float function directly and convert it. What if I have a binary or an octal or a negative number directly or a number, simple number directly, and a float number? Everything is converted to a float directly, just like the int function. Hence, that's it about float. This is the float function. See you again on the next video. Zàijiàn.